Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me? Hello. I can kind of hear you.
Hi, hello.
That's better.
Wait.
Hello.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
can hear you, but wait a minute.
Can you hear me? You can still hear me.
Hello?
Hello. I hope we're not having a connection issue. All right. Well, hopefully you can hear me and we are good to
Yes, I
go.
can hear you.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
hello.
You can hear me. Good. Camille, right? I want to pronounce your name right. Is that right?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Good. Well, congratulations on passing your IELTS. We're very excited that you could be here with us, and thank you.
Yes, that's right.
Yes, so exciting. And it's nice to be able to put a name to a face. So that's
Thank
always very
you.
nice. Yes, how exciting. So you open up your email and or text message, and what was that feeling that you got when you passed? Excitement?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet. Well, good. Well, we're so glad. I won't take up too much of your time, but I'm just very appreciative that you could be here with me.
Actually, I was waiting for it for
Oh,
a
good.
few days already. Yeah, I got the
Oh,
result
good.
in third day.
Okay. Well, good. You have a very soft voice, so I'm going to have to turn you up a little bit.
Sorry, I
I'm
cannot
going to,
hear that much.
yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me just, I'm just going to introduce who I am really quick. I'll get that out of the way, and then we're
Yeah.
going to get to the fun stuff. And that's talking to you. So my name is Jennifer Oltenbruns. I'm the IELTS support specialist for Connetics USA. We are the nation's leading global placement company. Our mission here is to impact and improve the lives of millions of our nurses. We obsess about how we can add value to our clients. We aim to keep the pain and fear out of the complicated process. So one of those specific elements with the placement process is to successfully complete the IELTS exam, and that's where Camille comes in. Fun fact, the IELTS was started back in 1980, so that's a long time ago. The IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. So this consists of 4 parts. There are the reading, the writing, listening, and the speaking, of course, always the speaking. So the IELTS exam will measure your English comprehension of people who, it's, for some reason, it sounds like there seems to be a echo or something. Not sure. Okay. Well, the IELTS exam will measure your English comprehension of people who are trying to work or study in an English-speaking country. The IELTS.
Yes, I don't know. I'm trying to set this.
Oh, is that on your end? I don't know. I think it's okay. The IELTS is jointly managed by the University of Cambridge, the ESOL, British Council, and IDP. So that's always really good to know. So today we have Camille, originally from the Philippines. So, but you're not in the Philippines right now, but originally you're from the Philippines. So that's kind of fun. So, how are you, Camille? Oh, all right. So she probably just had a little connection issue. Sounded like we were getting a little feedback. Today we are with Camille. She's from the Philippines, and I think right now she's living in the UAE right now somewhere. I'm not 100% sure where she's at. So we're just going to wait for her to come back. My apologies. I think, I guess I could just go over really quick about, well, what we do here. After you apply with Connetics, you are going to apply. And if you do not have your IELTS, that's where I come in. And thankfully, here's Camille. How are you?
Sorry for the connection. I have problem with connection with my other phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, this is
Yeah.
better. All right. And I've got a little sunshine coming in. So let me close this real quick. All right. How's that? Oh.
That's
All
good.
right. Yeah. Is that better? All right. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm glad that you're back. That's good. So tell
Thank
us a little bit about yourself, Camille, where you're from and where you are right now. Do you mind telling us that?
Actually, I'm from the Philippines and I'm working in Doha, Qatar. But currently, I'm here in Cebu doing quarantine. I'm having a
Hmm.
vacation after my IELTS exam.
Go downstairs. Ever happened, but her, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry. My apologies. Okay, now where did you leave off?
Actually, I'm here in Cebu doing quarantine. I'm having my vacation after my IELTS exam.
Ah, so you're on vacation right now. Okay.
Quarantine.
Well, that sounds fun. I should be where you're at. Well, that sounds fabulous. So, are you excited? You're probably excited to move to the United States then.
Yes, I'm excited. Actually, I we're waiting for this for a long time, and finally, I passed the last stage, which is passing the IELTS exam. So it will push through by next year.
Oh, next year. That's good. All right. Well, that's crazy. So we have let me see. I'm just checking our Facebook. We are live right now. So if there's anybody let's see, watching from Qatar, so that's far away. If anybody has any questions, we're on Facebook and I'll be checking it periodically. If you have any questions for Camille, just let me know. Just post your comment in the comment section if you have any questions for her along the way. That would be really great. So, can you tell us a little bit about your American dream? Who or what inspired you to want to move to the US?
Actually, it's my dream of going to US ever since I graduated long time ago. But I it got postponed, and I work in a lot of country like UAE and currently in Qatar. Then
Mm,
after seeing some of the pictures of my colleagues and my friends who are already in the US, I was inspired to go there, especially now that it's a lot easier to go to US compared to back when I graduated. So yeah, that's the most the inspiring thing to do, to go to
yeah,
US, because they have a nice life, I think, there in
yeah.
the US,
No, you're right. That's great.
Qatar, or in the Middle East.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Well, now is a really good time. They're coming in. So many nurses are coming in, and right now is the time to definitely get all your prerequisites, like your IELTS done and your NCLEX and all the fun stuff, like you just passed, to come here. So definitely now is the time. That's great. Let's see, who do we have here? Oh, okay. Oh, your husband. Are you married?
Yes, I am married.
Aw, he says
I probably is
congrats.
watching.
His name is Marcy. Yeah, he is watching. Well, that is nice. You've got some support from your husband. Is he on vacation with you?
No, he stayed in Qatar. He will come after a
Oh,
few weeks. Yeah. I
all
came
right.
first to
Well,
spend time with my family.
yeah, spend time with your family. Well, that's great. That's wonderful. That's great that you've got support like that. So
Thank you.
you told us, yeah, you told us a little bit about your American dream, and we've got people watching. If anyone, like I said, if you want to make any questions, just put it in the comment section for Camille, and I'll let her know. But everyone's watching. We've got some viewers here, so that's really great right here. So experience. We'll just hit on your IELTS a little bit. Your previous tests taken, that sort of thing. Have you taken the exam before?
Actually, it's my first time to take the IELTS exam. I
Okay,
was
I can't
afraid to
remember.
take it. Yeah, ever since I graduated, I didn't take my
Wow.
IELTS. Yeah, it was
Wow.
first.
That's really great. That's really great. So, how many hours since you passed the first time? Everyone's probably going to want to know, how did you pass the first time? Because it's, a lot of nurses end up taking that sometimes a few times. So, can you tell us how many hours per week did you study and all that, all that kind of good stuff?
Actually, I was enrolled in Swoosh English since last year, but I was doing review on and off. But last like 2 weeks ago, I decided to take the exam. So I studied like more than 5 hours a day. I was really
Wow.
cramming on studying the exam. I was able to finish half of the swoosh modules. It
Hmm.
really helped a lot in preparing the IELTS for the IELTS exam.
Wow. So you just decided today's the day. I'm just gonna serious.
No, I was waiting for the papers,
Hmm.
and it took a while for the papers to come. So that's the time I decided to finally take the
Well,
test.
that's great. That's good. That's really
Yeah.
good. So you and your husband then are both moving here to the US?
Yes, yes, of course, definitely.
That's good. Is he also a nurse too then?
No, he's working as a aircraft mechanic, so I'm the
Okay,
only nurse.
great.
Yeah.
That's great. I just wasn't sure if I knew that he was a Connetics nurse as well, but I didn't think so, so I thought I would ask. Well, that's really great. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. So, um, it sounds like you about 5 hours a day you were studying. Once you decided, like, okay, I'm going to take the test, huh? Was that what you
Yeah.
did? Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I was preparing for a few months. I decided to quit on watching Korean series for a bit.
Ah,
Then I started watching English series to help me prepare for the IELTS exam as well. So,
okay.
but the series review was done in 2 weeks.
Wow. That's well, that's good. You got serious and you just got down to it and you studied and you just told yourself you're going to pass and you're going to do it. So, and
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of pure pressure. Maybe you work well under pressure. Do you think maybe?
Yes, I think if I studied like a few months ago, it's not too much. It will save me from headache and yeah,
Yeah.
sleepless night studying for the IELTS exam. So yeah,
Well, that's great. But look, now you're all done. I mean, you got that
yes,
big weight lifted off your shoulders, and now you can just breathe, and it should be pretty smooth sailing before now you get here to the U.S. and you'll
yeah,
be here before you know it.
yeah. Hopefully,
That's exciting. Yeah. So you'll be here, you know, probably, I'm sure you'll be here to celebrate, well, Halloween and all the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that fun stuff, you know. Um, that'll be nice, huh?
yes, I'm so
Yes.
excited.
Assuming you celebrate like Christmas and trees and all of those things. Christmas is kind of a big deal here, so a lot of people go all out. So when you come here, you'll see that'll be
Yes,
very
it
nice.
really needs to change because in
Yeah,
Qatar we don't celebrate Christmas at all. So yeah, I'm
that's
excited to celebrate finally.
oh yeah, that'll be a big change. It'll be a big change, but it'll be a good change, and you'll see so many new different things. I could imagine me getting to go to another country to live, but just
Mm.
quite exciting. Let's see. CB Manillo, she said you nailed it. So yeah, you
Yeah,
did.
thank
You nailed it.
you.
Yep, that's how you do that. You weren't messing around, huh? So that's really good. So can you think of some specific pointers and tips for the speaking, writing, listening, and reading? I know you just said like, I guess for the speaking or maybe listening, you listen to some American and Korean TV. Is that right?
No, no, I stopped watching Korean and
Oh, okay.
I start I
I was
started
wondering how the Korean
watching
helped, but okay.
I started watching English movies. So I
Good.
got 9 in speaking, which is the perfect score for IELTS for
Wow.
I'm speaking. So I think it helped that you try to listen to native speaker. Like in Swoosh, I attended their class. I mean,
Oh,
the
good,
topics
good.
are all in English and they are all in English speakers. So that helped me familiarize with
Mhm.
their accent during the exam. And during the test, you just have to listen attentively and try to read in advance all the questions and
Mhm.
the answers. I mean the choices. And for the writing and the reading, you just have to practice. And during practice, just be strict with yourself, time yourself. If it's 1 hour, it's 1 hour. During
Yeah.
the writing test, actually, writing practice, I wasn't able to finish both the modules in time, but luckily during the writing, I was able to finish and check on my task 2 essay. So it really helped a lot during the practice that you have to be
Okay.
strict with yourself to time 1 hour
1
exactly.
hour.
Yeah,
Mm.
and for the listening, actually, for my examiner, she's really nice. It's like us conversing right now. So she will ask me
Good.
question, and she will follow up based on what I answered, and also what else? And she
Mhm.
will really look you into the eye.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
good.
and actually, there's a big space between us, and there's a glass, so it's really sometimes difficult to listen to what she was saying, and she was
Mhm.
wearing a mask. So I have to lean to hear her say, but
Yeah.
according to them, you can ask the examiner to repeat the question. So, yeah, just listen attentively, and if you feel like you're not on the right track, just relax, compose yourself, and
I like
answer the question as you
it.
should. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that's good. Listen attentively and relax, and that's hard to do. And then mask. I can't imagine how hard that is. We don't
But
really wear them here, so when people do wear them here, it's like, can you pull it down just so you can hear? Luckily,
actually,
thankfully, we don't have to. So,
yeah.
um,
Actually,
yeah.
for the examiner, she allowed me to remove my mask in Qatar. She asked me
Oh,
to,
she let you take it
she
off.
allowed me, yeah. I took it off,
Oh,
but for her, she's still wearing the mask. So sometimes I tend to lean
yeah,
what she was saying.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah,
And there's a glass in between us, and there's a big table. She's
hmm,
sitting on the edge of the table there. Yeah.
yeah.
You
Well,
just
that's good.
relax.
You can take your mask off. That's good because,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I
you
have
are
a
very
soft
clear.
voice.
Yeah, you do have a soft voice, but luckily you're very clear and I can understand exactly what you're saying. So that's very good. And it would be a little difficult wearing the mask, but because you're so concise, very clear when you speak, makes me
Yeah.
want to speak better because we can get lazy over here. When you come here, you'll see. Americans can get a little lazy when they speak, and so
Mm.
and we don't use proper terms a lot of the time, proper verbiage. We kind of get a little lazy. So you can teach us in a few things. How's that?
I don't know.
um, you said you were watching some TV, some American things. Can you tell us what if you got a 9.0? And I don't know that I caught that like right now because I was kind of busy this morning. This, that, and the other. But anyway, everyone will want to know how did you get a 9.0 and what were you watching?
Actually, I watched the Gilmore Girls. It was a long time
Ah,
ago, but
okay.
I watched the Gilmore Girls.
All
Then
right.
during the listening test, actually, you were given a 30 seconds to check on your answer each section, right? So for me, I just look at it very fast, especially the spelling of the words. Then I go to the next page. So that gives me enough, extra time to check on the questions and
Mm-hmm.
the answers. So during the when they play the voice recording, so I know what to find the answer.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you timed yourself. Is that what you're saying? To practice?
Yes. Yeah, I
Okay.
time myself. Actually, I have a Cambridge book 15
Mm.
from British Council. So I did study that. So
Mm-hmm.
I finished all the tests for questions there. So I time myself for the listening and also for the reading and writing as well. So for the
All right.
listening, sometimes you have tendency to repeat the voice recording. So I decided not to repeat it and check on what scores will I get if I did. Uh, um, if I'm strict with myself.
All right. Well, that's those are really good tips. I like that. So you recorded yourself, and you said you recorded yourself and you timed yourself. So both of those are really helpful. And then the Gilmore Girls, you watched that. And I'm guilty. I really haven't watched a lot of the Gilmore Girls. I know they've been around for a long time. I've heard a lot about it. I've also heard Friends, the TV show.
Yes,
Um,
also.
yeah, a lot of There's a lot of different dialect on the Friends show because
Yeah.
they're so funny and all that. Well, that's really good to know. That is great. Let me see. Let's see. We have a question. That's good. We've got a question, and then John also says, "Congratulations,
Thank
Camille."
you.
Um, we have a couple more people. I don't want to miss anyone. Yeah. So we've got someone else says, "Congrats. I remembered how I did my IELTS as well. Soon we will be neighbors just up north of America." Well, how exciting is that? This is, oh, I'm going to murder this name. Ging Dagaboso. Yeah?
Yeah.
One of your friends, maybe?
Yes.
Anyways, all right.
She's in
That's,
Canada. Yeah.
she what?
She's in Canada, Ate Kim. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well, how fun is that? That's great.
Uh,
And then John, you probably know him, Manilo, and Godfrey. So this is a good question. Let's see. We've got which would you suggest, a paper test or a computer test? This is asked all the time. People ask me all the time, and I bet you are the one to answer that.
Actually, I think it's better for the paper test because I mean the computer test. I took the computer
Computer.
test because the result will come to 5 days. Actually, for me, 3 days, and it's easier. It's easier according even though you're not good in computers, you as long as you familiarize the interface of the exam, it's easier because you don't have to write your answers on the answer sheet directly. You can type it and check the answer, especially during the writing. It's easier because I tend to change my mind all the time. So if I will be doing the paper test, there will be too much erasure and maybe I will not finish on time.
Right. I like
And
that.
for the reading also, it's easier because the passage will be on the left side and the questions will be on the right. So it's easier to browse than the paper. And you can highlight as well if you don't know, if you're worried about highlighting the words or like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Well, that's a great answer. I do get asked that all the time, and I don't really know, but I know a lot of people like the answer that you gave. The computer-based test is,
Yeah.
it seems to be what
And
people like most.
ID and IDP is sending you a link where you can try the computer based
Ah,
test. Yeah, it's for free, so it's exactly the same as the exam. So
okay.
just try if it's comfortable for you. Then yeah,
Is that just like the readiness exam? It's kind of like a
yeah, like
sample?
readiness exam,
Okay, that's
sample
good.
test where you can see I mean the especially for reading and
Yeah.
listening. Yes,
Oh, good.
it's
To just kind of get a feel for it before you go in. I like
yes,
that. That's good that
yes.
they offer that. That's great. Let's see. Uh, Glacia says also congratulations. So that's great. You've got a lot of viewers right now. You're a celebrity on Facebook. I like that.
Supporters.
Yeah, and also in Connetics, this is a big
Yeah.
deal. Yeah, and for your IELTS, this is a huge deal. I know a lot of nurses are always trying to achieve their American dream by coming here, but also passing their IELTS exam. It's such a huge deal, and it's such an obstacle for so many people. So to hear you pass the first time and with a 9.0 in speaking, would you say, well, it sounds like you probably took advantage of Swoosh English and the review that was offered to you. Is that right?
Yes, I did took the swoosh interview, especially during the reading.
Mm,
I in all my what you call this one, my passage, I have question yes, no, not given, and true, false, not given. I know it's difficult to answer that type of question, but there is module in Swoosh English wherein they will teach you how to understand what the question is asked and how you can answer these type of questions. And also for the writing, they also have some techniques wherein they will teach you how to approach a different type of graphs or in task one task or task two task. Yeah, that really
Yeah.
helped me. Even though I didn't finish, but I did study all the essays samples there in Swoosh English, and
Okay.
yeah, that really helped me a lot.
That's great. Well, that's wonderful. And I don't recall, did you have a speaking buddy or a group that you were speaking with?
Actually, I did before attend a class like speaking. I don't have speaking buddy, but my speaking buddy is my husband. He practices with
All right. Oh,
practice with me,
good.
but yeah, it's definitely a plus if you have a
Good.
speaking. He is also studying in English. I mean, studying
Uh-huh.
for Ielts exam. Yeah.
Great. And you probably work in an English speaking hospital or something. Is that right?
No, I work in Qatar, so their
Oh,
English are
right.
not good.
Oh,
So
so maybe not.
mostly Arabic or like broken English. That's what they say.
Broken English. That's how I speak. That's how I speak. Broken
No,
English.
no, it's different. Like it's really different if
I
you.
know. I know what you mean. I always think though, after I speak with some of you nurses, I think, wow, I really could do so much better. you know.
So
Um, so you speak how many languages is that? I lost count after about three. Is that right?
maybe three. I
Wow.
Tagalog, English, and little bit of Arabic. Yeah.
Only three, huh?
No,
That's
not,
great.
not that.
That's great. Yeah, you don't really find that always here in the U.S. Well, you'll see when you come here, but that's really great that you can. That's another one of the wonderful things about meeting all you nurses is like you. Well, you at least speak two languages, and some of you speak three or four. That's just so amazing, you know. So that's really great. And when you have little kids, you'll probably teach them a couple languages, and that's really great too because they pick up everything, they absorb everything. Good and
Correct.
bad. Yeah. Well, that's great. Is your husband too? He speaks two or three languages.
I think two only because in their
Oh,
workplace it's only English language. Yeah,
really?
they
All
don't speak
right. Good.
because for us, if we're working in hospital, some of our
Yeah.
patients are speaking in English, so you have to learn how to communicate with them by studying
Okay.
Arabic language.
Right. Okay. Oh, I love that. That's great. Isn't that great? Well, that's good. So
Yeah.
you guys are eager to come here. So when both of you two move here, you're really gonna pick up on the lingo that goes on around here. So, and it's different everywhere, just like where you're from. You know, if you go from the north to the south to the west to the east, all of our our accents and our the dialect, it's all different. You know, I really don't know where mine stands, but it is what it is. And they haven't kicked me out yet. So, um,
Yes.
yeah. And then, and I'm just going to touch on your dashboard for a second. Would you say that was very helpful for you during your review, using your dashboard for the resources that you needed to pass your
Yes.
IELTS?
Yes, definitely because as I've said, it's my first time, so I don't have a background on how to take the IELTS exam. So these modules they will prepare you. They will initially give an introduction about the IELTS test and what are the things that you need to learn. I mean the background of the IELTS itself, and then later on the modules they will teach you how to approach different types of test questions and techniques on how to answer, like especially in reading, writing, and in speaking.
Okay. Well, you are going to be someone that we talk about down the road. We always talk about like some of our big success stories, and I think, wow, that's pretty good. If you got a 9.0 and you took it the first time, I think that's pretty amazing. And you owe it to Swish English, a little bit of it, and then obviously your
Thank
time and
you.
dedication. Yeah.
Yes.
Was it hard to juggle working and studying at the end?
Yes. Actually, since last year, I'm working 60 hours a week. So actually, before, they are requiring us to finish all the modules in certain time, and I wasn't able to comply. And Alex would usually say in our text message that, "Oh, yeah, you can do it for 15 minutes while you're on the road," but it's difficult. But when
Yeah.
I had free time, I usually study the modules, and just as I've said recently, it helped me a lot, especially during the preparation,
Yeah.
before taking the exam for these last 2 weeks. Yes.
That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Let's see. How can Oh, look at that. Stephanie. She's joining us, and Stephanie wants to know how she can join the IELTS class. Well, that's good. It sounds like she wants to get herself enrolled. Stephanie, I'll just let you know right now, if you're already a Connetics nurse and you've been placed in the USA, then I can send you some information to get you enrolled. You have to be a Connetics nurse to qualify for the scholarship. So that's one of the nice things that Connetics USA offers people like you, ma'am, Miss Camille. So if you're already a Connetics nurse and you've been placed somewhere in the U.S. and you have not received your IELTS yet, then I can get you going and get you enrolled and get you to pass, just like Camille here. And the idea is to get you to pass after the first time. So we'll have everyone follow in your footsteps. How does that sound?
Yeah. Enrolling in school should really help. It will really help you.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I want you to enjoy your vacation. You're there for a little while longer, so
Thank
I don't know what
you.
you're. Yeah, I don't know what you got planned the rest of the day. Maybe you're gonna go eat a nice meal
I'm
or
still
something.
I'm still doing quarantine. It's my third day.
Quarantine?
So
Oh,
yeah, in Philippines, when you came from overseas, you have to do a mandatory 7 days quarantine in the hotel.
oh,
Yes, it's my third day.
and
So
so you just have to stay in the hotel the whole time?
yes, you're not allowed to go outside, even
Is this part of
outside.
your vacation? This is part of your vacation?
Yeah, it took away the days I'm going to spend with my family. So yeah, but it's a government mandatory quarantine, so I have to follow. I don't have
Oh, you
any
have to come
option.
here to the USA. Come to the
I
USA. It's
heard.
not like that.
Yes.
Yes, get here as soon as you can. Things are a lot more relaxed here. Things have gotten so much better and back to normal. So I wish
Yeah.
you the best of luck. And
Thank
you
you
look
so much.
healthy. Yeah, you look
Yeah.
healthy. So I think you're probably just good and you're fine. And we can't
Yeah.
wait to see you and your husband, of course. And
Yes.
you guys will buy a cat and a dog and have a bunch of kids and live the American dream, huh?
Yeah.
That's
I
great.
like that.
Everyone has a dog and a cat here.
Probably
Yeah.
a dog. I don't like cats.
Probably a dog. There you go. Get a dog. A little dog. Maybe not real little and not real big, just like a medium-sized dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That'd be great, ma'am. Well, I'm so glad that you took the time out of your busy day. And, well, I guess you're busy quarantine. Well, I guess so
Yeah.
you can watch a lot of TV now, right? And
Yes. It's time to
yeah,
relax.
yeah, time to relax. Boy, I'd gain 10 pounds in there just eating and watching TV. Is it room service? They just bring you room service all the time?
Yes, they will bring the food outside. There's a chair
Oh,
outside, and they will ring the bell, and you can get your food from the chair.
wow. That is intense. That is something else. Well, well. Even if you test negative, do you still have to do
Yes,
that?
yes. I don't
Wow.
know. Yeah, I
That's
had
not,
swab in the airport, and
yeah.
it was negative. So, but I still
Okay.
need to do the quarantine for 7 days. Yeah.
Wow. Well, it'll go by like that. In my world, I wouldn't mind a little R&R. So that sounds like a little kind of nice. Well, I really appreciate your time, and I'll let you go, Camille.
Yeah.
And
Thank
are
you.
you in? Um, are you in our new group? We moved from
Telegram.
WhatsApp to Telegram.
Not yet, I think.
Not yet.
I
Well,
but
you
I
know, if you don't mind me putting you in there just for a short time, you don't have to stay in there for a long time. But
Mhm.
you know, you got a 9.0, and I think probably a lot of in speaking, and probably a lot of people in the group might want to hear from you. You might have questions and this and that. And if you don't mind, do you mind if I put you in there for a little while, and then you can, you know, leave when you're ready a little later?
problem. No problem. Yeah.
No problem.
Glad
Okay.
to
All
help.
right.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Yeah. You're kind of a big deal right now, so this is really good. Um, Yeah, so I just want to
Yes.
again tell you, I'm sorry, what did you say? No?
I said thank you.
Yes, you bet. Jay Shree, she's here watching, so that's great. So you've had a lot of people watching you, and anyway, I'll put you in the group. And if you have any further questions, anyone watching, because we're going to end, you can ask Camille in the not the WhatsApp, but in the Telegram group. If you have questions for her, if you have questions for me, go ahead and send me a message through well, WhatsApp or through Telegram now. Since we've switched, our group got bigger, so we had to move everybody to Telegram. So that's kind of also a big deal. So that means maybe we're doing something right around here, huh?
Yeah. Yes.
Well, I want you to enjoy the rest of your day and your time. And I just really appreciate this. Connetics appreciates it, and so does Swoosh English. Do you have any questions or anything for me, Camille?
So far, nothing.
So far,
Nothing.
nothing.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. It has been my pleasure chatting with you. All right.
Thank you
I
so
really
much.
appreciate it. Yeah. And I will see you in the Telegram group. Okay.
Sure. Sure. No problem.
Okay.
Bye.